Greetings, free thinkers. Welcome to the Hoggcast. How are we doing today? I hope you're doing fine. I certainly am. Okay, what do we have for you on today's episode? We have one clip to watch. Concerning, in my opinion, just concerning that there are people out there who think that the so-called slippery slope idea is a fallacy. They think that we are being paranoid when we see things like this thrust into our face on literally every TV program. I mean, I don't own a TV anymore. I haven't owned a TV since 2012 and I never will again, precisely because of this stuff, but also because I don't want to give the BBC a cent of my cash. But it's not just TVs, it's movies, it's streaming services, it's adverts, it's big business, it's social media, it's big tech, everything. That there is a boy in a dress. A boy in a dress, wearing woman necklace. You can't, look, right, you can't say it's a fallacy. I mean, what are you going to believe? The so-called Facebook and Twitter fact checkers, right? Or your own eyes. Tell me that's not a boy in a dress with a woman's necklace on. So this is a advert by it's a big company here. Big retail outlet. John Lewis. It looks like they've gotten into home insurance now. John Lewis is a very big company. This is an advert for them. We're going to watch it and you're going to tell me in the comments whether or not I'm imagining things, because it's in everything now and there's no stopping it. It just continues. It's like an avalanche of woke, nonsensical, damaging to society propaganda, because that's what it is. They're not in the business of selling stuff, they're in the business of selling ideology. So we're going to get into this. We're going to watch this clip. If you haven't yet though, please like the video if you found it informative. Hit the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think down below. We have two more amazing members now, Ronald Moak and E. Stevens. You joined the other 6, that makes 8 now. I'm absolutely humbled and amazed that, I mean, we're only a small channel. We don't get boosted like we used to. We get suppressed because we are the underdog. We are conservative commentators. But you all humble me, each and every one of you, for becoming members of the Hoggcast. And if anyone else would like to do that, there is a join button next to the sub button and a description, and a link in the description below. Anyway, let's get into this video. Okay, so we'll watch for this clip. We're going to mute it because it does have music playing, which I don't have the rights to play. So I'll mute it, otherwise I'll just get a strike. But you don't need to hear a band playing to get the message, right? To see what the advert's about. You don't need to hear a popular song over it. So let's watch. So it starts with a messy bedroom. It's meant to be like a home, and then, oh my god, I accidentally unmuted it. So straight off the bat, so the youngsters kind of jumped up into the screen like that out of nowhere. It's meant to, I don't want to use the word shock, but it's meant to make an impression, right? That's the idea. So someone thought this up. I warned a long time ago what would happen when I should have got into the commentary game much sooner, before all of the shadow bannings and deboosting affected conservative commentators, yeah? Because I warned this would happen when you have all these gender studies zealots leaving college and universities. I warned that at some point, some of them, albeit with useless degrees, will find their way into the workforce, and it won't be as a picker or a packer or a farmer or a farm labourer. They will go into the jobs where they can push their message out, which is why they all go into marketing and things like that. So someone thought this up. Look, he's dressed as a girl with makeup on as well. Why would a what is he, 7, 8, 9? Why would they need to wear makeup? This is the attempt to normalise it. You can't deny it now. I know there are leftist detractors who will say, oh, well, you know, the slippery slope is just a fallacy. Is it really? Is it really? What is the end game? I challenge any leftist to just for once come out and tell us where do you draw the line? Because it seems like with the woke left, there are no lines. Do you know what I mean? And in a society, you need lines. You need boundaries. You need to know when enough is enough. And with the left, nothing's ever enough. They're never happy. They're never satisfied. They are ideologically restless. And they want to push this into everything. This doesn't... What is the point in this? I'll tell you something. We're talking about popular culture here. I remember the first man-on-man, how can we put it, romantic scene in, say, a television series. I haven't watched it for years. As I say, I haven't owned a TV for a long time, but it was EastEnders. It was in the mid-1990s. I was only young. I was in the front room watching it with I was about his age. This kid in here, look, was about his age. And I was watching, my mum was watching it, and obviously I was a kid, so I was in the living room just watching on TV whatever my mother was watching. And then when this scene happened with the two guys, she became visibly distressed. So, since the 1990s, we've progressed from that to this. Where's the line? Where do we say enough's enough? Why do you need this to sell home insurance? How is this selling home insurance? It's not. To put this, a boy dressed as they're trying to push the whole alphabet community thing, right? To put this in a home insurance advert, you have to be an ideologue, because this doesn't have anything to do with it. If you think if you're in the marketing game, you've got a gender studies degree, and they think, right, they're brainstorming how to sell home insurance. If you think, I know, let's put postmodernist politics into it, that'll sell home insurance. You understand, you've got to want to do it. You've got to want to actively be a part of the propaganda campaign to put this into an advert about home insurance. If you're going to put it into an advert about home insurance, then you could also put postmodernist politics into an advert about bananas or apples or pears. You understand what I mean? Let life happen. Oh, do you know what? It's just, look. It offends me. It worries me more than it offends me. So let's look in some of the replies, because this is, of course, getting ratioed. We're going to look at in some of the replies, see what people got to say about this. Okay, so this is where I first became aware of the advert in question. Anonymous UK Citizen is a very good Twitter profile to follow. I mean, look at how suggestive that is. Horrendous, isn't it? So, let's take a look at this one. So, this is what I'm saying. This is a classic example of a person who doesn't know what the message is. They don't get that they're being subliminally sent messages within mainstream media, television, big tech, and so on and so on. So, you saw it, right? I know that you get it. So he says, boy gets to create a mess while sister has her paints destroyed, and mum watches on indulgently, knowing she'll have to clean up in a bit. Oh well, boys will be boys. Nothing new going on here. This person, right, this is their target audience, the ideologues, not John Lewis. These people here, they don't know that their opinions are being subtly changed over the years by stuff like this. Here's another one, look. So the advert is essentially reinforcing, they're never happy. Male privilege entitlement. What? I thought you were all for the alphabet community and their rights. Guessing that's not on the quote agenda the OP was hinting at. Well, the OP doesn't have an agenda. The OP, like what I'm doing, is showing you a clip they did not make. Listen, the messenger doesn't have an agenda. I am a messenger. The OP was a messenger. We didn't create the John Lewis advert. John Lewis did. They hired marketing companies to do it. HR Wales says it's false advertising for a start. Oh, you know who this is going to be when you just see that. Yeah. Yep. I know who you are. It's false advertising for a start, as John Lewis retail house insurance doesn't cover intentional damage. What a stupid comment. It's got nothing to do with that. The minutiae of a contract with home insurance. Again, another one. Great advertising for poor parenting. So this is someone who can think. So here we go. We are getting through the sea of BS to people who can think. This just makes me, says Sophia, this just makes me think, why push your ideals and narratives onto youngsters? Leave them alone. Let your parents do their job, as it's their children, not yours. Yes. Thank you. I will like your comment. What narrative? Are you saying we shouldn't be allowing kids to wear and be who they want? Within reason. I mean, would you allow your children to go out wearing, I don't know, something highly inappropriate? Would you do that? Where's the line? I've said that repeatedly in this video. Where do you leftists draw the line? When is enough enough? To be fair, I played dress up as a kid. See, they don't get it. It's not about playing dress up. It's not about that. It is about pushing this postmodernist alphabet ideology into the mainstream. That's what it's about. Nothing wrong there. Tutting Maud says, what fresh hell is this? If it were my kid, he'd have a long afternoon cleaning his ass up. This must be upsetting for parents of children with behavioural challenges. What? See, this is why so many politicians become out of touch, because they think Twitter is the place to go to get public opinion and to test the waters. It is not. Twitter, in my opinion, should be banned. I don't advertise my videos on here. I only use it to get videos and clips that I can use when I make my stuff. Most of the people in this replies, they don't get the subliminal messaging. And if you don't, and that's fine, if you're watching this and you think maybe I'm a tinfoil hat type guy, maybe you think I'm talking out of my rear end, and you're entitled to that opinion. And if you do believe that, I won't try to convince you anymore now. All I will ask you to do, I'll ask you to do this one thing, not for me, do it for you. But keep in mind this. And every time you watch an advert or a television series or a box set or a movie, keep it in mind and then see if you notice things. Just keep it in mind. It might not be today, tomorrow, next week, next month. Just keep it in mind. See, this is just... I'm surprised I don't get a nosebleed reading some of this. You know straight away, this guy here has got a Scottish flag with the European Union stars in it. So you know right away, without saying anything, this guy's a Scottish nationalist. Oh, and by the way, Scottish nationalism in common political culture is okay, but English nationalism suddenly becomes not okay. Where's the difference? But that's a different debate. So this guy, right off the bat, Andrew, you know he is going to be someone whose opinions aren't the best. Wear a skirt and some makeup, rampage mindlessly through women's spaces. Oh, here we go. Destroy their activities and then expect the women to clean up after them. To be honest, this seems cleverly and deliberately subversive. It is, but not in the way you mean. Looks like we've got a meme. Behold our newest ad campaign. Shows that. Are you sure this will help us sell more? See, this is what I mean, right? This is why they want to ban memes. Look, this is perfect. It sums it up perfectly. Behold our newest ad campaign, and it shows you the kid like this. Are you sure this will help us sell more home insurance? And then the guy says, home insurance? Because he didn't think they were going to be selling home insurance. He was under the impression it was just ideology, ideology, ideology. And you know what? I think we'll leave it there. Let me know what you guys think about this, because is it just me? I want to know. I mean, maybe you're the same. Sometimes you think, is it just you? But what is going on? I mean, it's just this message is in... Oh, like that. Seems to be in everything. So you're not allowed to have a break from it. And I'll ask again, where do you draw the line? Where does the left draw the line? I'd love to know. I really would. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't yet though, if you found this video informative or entertaining, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give the video a like, let me know what you think down in the comments section below. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.